Well, welcome back to the series, the saga that is my old Bayliner that used to have a very rotten floor. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have it all glassed in, the new deck that is. I've been doing a lot of prepping this morning. Everything is prepped, just waiting for glass. I woke up this morning, just started sanding. When I was hungry, I ate. When I was thirsty, I drank. And then I went back to sanding. Been sanding for hours. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon, started this morning. But everything's been sanded, everything's been vacuumed, everything's been blowed. I blew with the leaf blower just to make sure I got all the dust out, and then I wiped everything down with acetone. And hopefully we are ready. Talkie, no more talkie. Let's do it.
So up front here we have 3 sections. They're so intricate I didn't want to do like one big mat and like just deal with problems. So we got a section here, a section there, section in the middle. This big part here in the middle is going to be one big section. I have another piece I'm just going to lay down here because this is my weakest point. I have a support here, but there's nothing supporting underneath the gas tank. So I'm going to put an extra support here and then one in the back on each side. But we got to start somewhere, and that's right here. Just like we did with our tabbing. We're going to wet out our area fully with a brush. Now we're going to wet out the back of our 1708, at least a little bit, just to get it going and hopefully promote the best adhesion. Hopefully won't have any bubbles. I got all the stops here. We got a fin roller, we got a Bondo spreader, we even got a foam roller for some of our larger areas. We don't want to use the brush, but we got everything if we need it. Definitely won't need everything. But I'm using a lot of resin today, that's for sure. Alright. I'm going to call that good enough. I'm just going to lay our piece in. At least get where we want it. Oh, sorry. This is going to be the hard part. I think that's perfect. I'm just going to use my hands. Try to get it to lay as flat as possible, or get any large bubbles. Alright, that piece is in. Now we just got to wet it out. And now we're going to go to a time lapse. Cue the music.
Well, as you can see, I worked into the night under headlamp. I was covered in resin, mentally and physically exhausted, but we got it done. It's about a week later. I haven't touched a thing, just let it set, do its thing. Let's go in there and see how we did. Well, unfortunately with the angle of the sun, we have some shadows, so let's just, I guess, focus on the shady side over here. Everything I've done up to this point, this was the pinnacle. Like, this was the mountaintop. Everything should be getting easier from here on out. Just having this first layer of 1708 down is just huge for this project because I'm running out of time, weather, temperature, humidity wise. But we're on. It's rock hard. Areas I need to address. Need to put another layer, obviously, on that little corner there because I have some wood exposed. These corners here were tough. I wasn't too sure how to address that. I'm gonna end up grinding that down and putting a patch over that. Why is it always gotta be so windy? Luckily I didn't get too many bubbles. I'll show you a few problem areas. So with these seat boxes, I did router all my edges, but I mean, there's a little area right in here where I guess there's a seam from where the two pieces of wood meet, and it didn't want to take, so I have to grind those out and redo those, but not too big of a problem. It's just awesome to see this all fiberglassed. You do have to be very careful because anywhere you got a little piece sticking up, it'll dig right into you. I was feeling around this edge and like a piece of the fiberglass caught my finger and I wanted to rip it off, but these areas here I just need to take my Dremel and zip around there. As with over here, I put some plastic down so I wouldn't get drips onto my fuel tank or any of my fuel lines down there. When the resin fully cures like this, it blushes, which means like a wax type substance comes to the surface. You need to wipe that all off. Like this little back panel here, it's very slippery to the touch. So today I'm gonna wash off the blush. Just gonna take some water and a Scotch-Brite pad, go over all the surfaces, wet them all down, scrub them all off, and then I'm gonna get ready for my second layer of 1708. My main concerns with the second layer are this section here, because in the middle where the fuel tank is, it's not filled with foam like on the sides, and the section up here that is the original flooring, just to reinforce that. Yesterday I gave Jamestown Distributors a call. Their help team is amazing. That's why I've been buying all their Total Boat products. I first bought the resin, loved it, and I've just pretty much bought all Total Boat since then on out. But they're telling me like one layer of 1708 is like the bare minimum, especially with 1/2 inch plywood. So definitely gonna be prepping all these surfaces again today, putting down another layer. Maybe not everywhere, but in those certain areas. We'll see where the day goes, make sure I have enough product to do those things. And I gotta finish fiberglassing these side pieces, those little boxes that sort of stick out there. But I'm gonna be doing all that work today off camera. It's so satisfying watching the fiberglass soak in the resin. But the next step will be primer and paint. And hopefully those will be the next videos, weather dependent. I'd love to get it done this year and maybe have to wait till the spring. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, God bless.